Good morning, my dear students. Today I want to continue the lesson course from the 8th class physical science. The topic now: how to visualize magnetic field. How can we see the magnetic field? To understand this concept, let us do an activity. Take a piece of bar magnet and place it on a table. On the piece of bar magnet, place a thick white paper on the piece of bar magnet. On the paper, sprinkle fine powder of iron. After the sprinkling of fine powder of iron on the paper, by using a pen or pencil, tap the paper smoothly and observe what we see on the paper. On the paper, we will see that around the bar magnet, a small space we observe. In that space, all the iron filings are arranged in a particular order. At the ends, more filings. In the middle, a little bit less filings. We will observe in a particular order we see. Why they are arranged in a particular order? Why? Because they are influenced by a force in order to arrange in the particular order. That force, how much region it was arranged, that region where the force is present, that space is called as a magnetic field. The space around the magnet, where its influence can be detected. We are not observing out of this region, no? Up to here only we are observing this kind of arrangement. This space around the magnet, where the influence can be detected, is called as magnetic field. This is magnetic field. Because of magnetic field, these were arranged. These iron filings were arranged like so. This magnetic field lines, imaginarily we can show like this, as shown on the diagram. These lines are generated from north pole of the bar magnet and enters into the south pole of the bar magnet. And more lines are at the ends. More number of lines are at the ends, and lesser number of lines are at the middle. So based on this, we can identify the strength of the magnetic field is more at the poles and less at the middle of the bar magnet, we say. Based on the number of lines, we can say the strength also here. This is what about the visualizing magnetic field and diagram of the magnetic field lines. Okay. Generally, a field can be defined as not only magnetic field, gravitational field or electromagnetic field can be defined as field is a region in which a force can be experienced by another object placed at any point in that region. For example, a bar magnet is there. Around this bar magnet, up to certain region, if any magnetic substance was placed, means it is influenced by this magnet. Up to which region, up to how much region it was influenced, that region, enter the space is called the field. Whether it is a magnetic field or gravitational field or electromagnetic field. Positive negative attractions or positive repulsions also we can say by the concept of field. Field strength can be determined by the number of lines, imaginary lines. Number of imaginary lines gives the strength of the field. Now the next concept is, what is net force? The definition of net force is the algebraic sum of all the forces acting on a body is known as net force. And the net force is denoted by F net. F subscript net means net force. Okay. Algebraic sum of all the forces. Sum of all the forces acting on a body is called as net force. Let us consider some examples to find out net force. For example, let us consider example 1. Suppose consider it is a block, it is an object. On this object, there are two forces acting. One is 10 newtons of force, another one is 2 newtons of force. These two forces are acting on the block towards right side direction, towards rightward direction. Okay, we need to, according to the definition, algebraic sum addition, algebraic sum of all the forces we have to find out. If you find the algebraic sum of all the forces, that value is the net force. So, in order to calculate the net force acting on the body, we need to consider some sign conventions. If the sign conventions, let us see. If the forces are acting towards right side direction, the force is taken as positive sign. If the forces are acting towards left side, the sign is taken as negative. If the force is acting in the upward direction, taken as positive sign. If the force acting in downward directions, the sign is taken as negative for the force values. Okay, let us see here. Two forces are acting towards right side. That's why these two values are taken as positive. This is also positive force, this is also positive force. According to the definition, sum of these two forces, sum of all the forces, but here two forces are acting now. Sum of these two forces, 10 newtons of force, 2 newtons of force, sum means addition. Sum of these two positive forces will gives you 10 newton plus 10 newton, that is 12 newtons is the net force, F net, acting on the body. Let me tell you one more example, example 2. Two forces are acting on the body. One is 10 newtons towards right side, another one is 2 newtons towards left side. Take 10 newtons as positive because it is acting right side direction. Take 2 newtons as negative sign, according to sign conventions, because it is acting towards leftward direction. Now we have to join these two forces, sum of these two, 10 newtons of force and minus 2 newtons of force, we have to join them. So by joining this, 10 newtons plus into minus 2 newtons. 10 minus 2, 8 newtons is the net force acting on the body. Net force. Finally, how much force is acting is 8 newtons only. Right side, 10 newtons. But from opposite side, 2 newtons acting. That's why 10 newtons only final net force acting on the body. Here the sign, if you observe, means here we got a positive sign. Positive value we got. Here the sign positive indicates that the direction of the 10 newtons acting on the 8 newtons of force is acting on the body towards, positive sign is there now. That's why towards right side direction. Towards right direction, this 8 newtons of force is acting on the body. Though here is 10 newtons and here is 2 newtons, finally overall force is 8 newtons only towards right side, because 2 newtons cancel now. 2 newtons opposite direction acting means from 10 2 newtons gets cancelled now, remains 8 only. That's we got. So 8 newtons is the net force acting on the body. One more example let me tell you. In downward direction 8 newtons, in upward direction 12 newtons acting. Downward direction acting means it is a negative sign. Consider it is a negative. Upward direction acting now, it is considered as positive. So 8 newtons of force towards downward, take it as a negative, and 12 newtons of force upward direction now, take it as a positive. This is negative value, it is positive value. Sum of all these two forces when we join with the symbol plus. So minus 8, it is what? Minus 8. Plus or plus no, this is plus 12. 12 minus 8. What 12 minus 8 how much? It is 12 newtons minus 8 newtons. We get 4 newtons of force as a resultant force, means net force. Here the plus indicates, the value plus indicates that the force is acting in which direction is taken as a positive. Positive in which direction? Two forces acting now. Downwards means negative sign, upward means positive sign. That's why it is also a positive sign means it is also 4 newtons will act in the upward direction. In such a way, net force can be calculated by using the definition. According to these three sums, we can find out the net force acting on the given body. Now the next concept is free body diagram. What do you mean by free body diagram? Its short form is FBD. FBD. Free body diagram. The definition of free body diagram is the diagram which shows all the forces acting on the body, on a body. The diagram which shows, which indicates all the forces acting on the particular body, that diagram is known as free body diagram. For example, you may be asked a question like, draw the free body diagram for the book which is placed on a table. He is asking the free body diagram for the book which was placed on a table. So you may draw a rough diagram for the table and the book. Now we need to indicate that we need to show a diagram. The diagram must show all the forces acting on the book. So you consider this book, the table, book was placed here. On the book, upward direction normal force will act, that's why it is not falling down. And on the book, in the downward direction, weight of the book will act. These two forces are acting on the book. That's why this diagram shows is known as the free body diagram for the book. Because this diagram is showing all the forces acting on the book. Now in upward direction, normal force will act on the book. In downward direction, weight or gravitational force. Weight or gravitational force will act on the downward direction. This diagram is showing all the forces acting on the book or not? Yes, this diagram is showing in upward direction normal force acting, in downward direction weight is acting. Yes, it is enough to show the forces acting on the book. So this diagram is known as the free body diagram for the book which was placed on the table. You may, yes, what I am saying here is, if a diagram shows, with the diagram, if you are able to draw a diagram which is indicating all the forces acting on a particular thing on which he asked in the question. In this question, a book was placed on the table. What forces act on the book? We need to draw. That's all. If the book was placed on the table means, in downward weight of the book will act in downward direction. Why? Because if you remove the table means the book is falling down now because of the gravitational force. If you place the book, if you place the table means it is not falling down. Why? Because table, the solid substance applying perpendicularly normal force. That's why the book is not falling down even though the gravitational force is acting downward. So this diagram is called as the free body diagram for the given question. Example number 1. You may ask one more question based on this diagram, free body diagram. Like, what is the net force acting on the book? What is the net force acting on the book? You may be asked. You know very well about sign conventions. In upward directions, the forces must be taken as positive. In downward direction, negative. In upward direction, positive. In right side, positive. In the left side, negative. You know. So it is upward direction force now. So normal force. Simply you represent as m. Normal force you should take as a positive m. In downward direction, weight. In downward direction you should take as a minus. Negative. Plus or minus. You know. So m minus w is the net force. Net force acting on the book. This is definite. One more question we see. Draw FBD for a car which is moving on a road. Suppose the car is moving towards the upward direction on a road. So what are the forces acting here? Engine force will act in the leftward direction. Engine applies forward direction force. And if any object is moving over the surface of any object like road, an opposition force will act. That is called frictional force. Smaller is the frictional force. The capital F is the engine force or applied force of engine. These two forces act in the x-axis direction, parallel directions, but opposite to each other. So capital F is engine force, small f is frictional force. Moreover, weight of the car is act towards downward direction. W will act on the act here. And if any substance is placed over any other substance like road here, a solid substance applied normally upward direction force now, that is normal force N1 on the sides and N2 on the other sides. So N1 and N2 are the upward normal forces. W is the downward weight. F is the forward direction engine force. Small f is the backward direction frictional force. These are the forces acting on this car which is moving on a straight road. So this diagram indicating all the forces acting on the car now. That's why this diagram is the free body diagram for the car which is moving on the road. This is free body diagram. This is what we say, free body diagram for the car which is moving on the straight. You may ask to draw free body. You have to draw that. One more thing you may ask like, what is the net force acting on the car in the x-axis direction? in the x-axis direction, in parallel to the earth, on x-axis direction, what is the net force? And in y-axis, along the y-axis, what is the net force, you may ask. On the x-axis direction, let us calculate. On the x-axis direction, what are the forces? Capital F and small f. Capital F is leftwards, that's why taken as negative. Small f is the right side, that's why taken as positive. By using these two sign conventions, on the x-axis direction, net force on x-axis direction is capital F, small f in positive sign with positive sign, plus capital F with negative sign. So sum of all these forces on x-axis direction is the net force, you know. That's why sum, addition. So small f plus of minus capital F. Small f minus capital F is the net force acting along the x-axis direction on the cord. One more thing. What is the net force acting along y-axis direction? Along y-axis. So F net along y-axis can be written as N1, N2 are the upward forces. So that taken as positive. Positive N1, positive N2. And sum. And what is the another force? Weight is the downward direction force. So it is taken as minus. It's minus symbol W. So positive N value, positive N2 value, N1 and N2 are positive and W is the negative. Because it is downward and those are upwards. So sum of all these forces, join them. Then we get N1 plus N2 plus or minus, you know, minus W. N1 plus N2 minus W is the net force acting along the y-axis. In such a way, you may ask what is the net force along x-axis, what is net force along y-axis. You may ask such kind of question also. This is how we have to draw free body diagrams, and after that, this is how we have to calculate the net forces acting on the bodies. Thank you.